and now I've officially assigned a positive meaning, and like my brain just gives me positive memories of that experience just because I said that it's positive. Like, I'm just saying it's positive for no reason. So I think the brain kind of like jumps on board with like whatever we're choosing or deciding.
Instead of putting our focus on those external, you just go within and remind yourself, how do I want to feel? Just get clearer. It's not like I have to go out there and change these external things that I'm seeing in my environment. I just need to change the way I'm seeing the things. I just need to change my perception, and to do that, I just need to change myself, but not even change myself. I just need to get clear within myself. How do I want to feel? And just choose that. And then all of a sudden I look around me and that's what I see. And ultimately, perhaps nothing has actually physically changed from previously, but me changing propels everything else to appear as though it's changed. So I guess it's almost like the facts are the same, but my experience of the facts have changed. So we're not trying to change the facts, we're trying to change our experience of the facts. So all the physical aspects of our reality, it's like relationships and this and that, whatever we're seeing in our reality, we don't have to change those things or try to make any effort to change those. Instead of putting our focus on those external, you just go within and remind yourself, how do I want to feel? Just get clearer. Because if everything is a mirror, then if things aren't going your way, or you feel like they're not going your way because you're not feeling good about something, it doesn't feel good, then maybe you sit back and you realize, oh, I need to clear myself. I need to be a clearer signal. Because if I'm seeing things that are unwanted, then that means that's coming from me, and that means my frequency or my signal or what I'm like transmitting is perhaps a little wonky. It's not clear, because if it was, then I would see what I want externally. So then just to clear it, you just go within and you remind yourself, how do I want to feel? And then even just reminding, or even thinking about it, oh, I want to feel, like for me recently, I've been really focused on feeling really lucky and fortunate. And I've had this focus on receiving special treatment. I think just because I spent many years receiving the opposite. And so this is just a new thing where I'm like, this is what I want to do. And to just shift everything, and just like receiving special treatment in every situation that I encounter. And so just thinking, oh, I want to receive special treatment. And then even just the thought of that, it's not even a process of visualizing or making any effort. It's just, I guess, choosing. But I almost feel like it didn't even feel like that. It almost felt softer and more effortless. It felt like almost just remembering. Oh wait, I did say to myself that in this new chapter of my life, I receive special treatment in every situation. And then it's just like, oh yeah, cool. And that's it. Simple. And then along with that, respect and feeling supported and just treated well, all those things.
So to give an example, I had been kind of upset earlier, like in regards to like an email that I got from someone, and I initially, when I first read it, like I felt all these like negative feelings and just saw it in like a negative way. And that was like my initial reaction. I felt
neglected, and I felt like not disrespected, but just pushed aside, unimportant, and I felt kind of, I don't know. I even felt like the person was being dishonest with me. All these just negative feelings.
And so then after I just did this quick, I wouldn't even call it a practice, but just choosing, oh wait, how do I want to feel? Just taking that moment to step back and decide and choose, oh, I want to feel taken care of and I want to receive special treatment in every situation. So once I did that, I went back later afterwards, I went back to the email and I read it in a completely new way.
And then I felt all those feelings
that I wanted to feel and that I was choosing to feel.
I could actually see in the email, I could feel the energy from that other person as being apologetic and really caring and considerate and empathic and really caring about me. And it's crazy. So, just remembering this energy within myself, or choosing this energy, or opening up to this energy, however you want to look at it. But the step was just done inside of me. It was just me going within myself. And that's all it was. And then this outer circumstance just totally alchemized and shifted. And I don't know if you could even say that person shifted. Really, I'm just exploring this, but it makes me wonder if that person was feeling one way and then I shifted and then they shifted. And now I'm seeing that aspect of them, even though the email was written at one point in time and it didn't change. I wonder if that's the case, or I wonder if it was always in my favor and the person was always meaning well and coming from a good place, and I just didn't see it that way at first. Because maybe I was seeing it through a foggy lens in a way. I just was initially disappointed, so I was seeing it through that lens of disappointment and negativity. And then realigning myself with feeling good and able to, like, this blindfold almost to come off, or my perspective to clear up, so that I can actually see the truth of the situation, that it is benefiting me and everything is, and that it is positive, and that this person does care about me, and it's like I am receiving the treatment that I want and that I feel like I deserve. So I'm really not sure what the case is either way. I guess it doesn't matter either way. And I think make your own truth. I'm kind of curious as to, like, is it the truth that everything is positive? Or is it the truth that, and we don't see that all the time, if we see anything as being not positive, it's only because we're seeing it incorrectly. We're seeing it through a fog. We're seeing it through disillusion, not seeing it properly. Or I wonder if it's the case that we just make whatever we choose our truth. So maybe that situation could have turned out negatively or been negative if that's what I chose. Like if I didn't choose to make that shift when I did, and let's say I just stuck myself in that negative mindset, and then I wonder if it would have turned out negatively.
So I also realized that I can shift events from the past simply by assigning a certain meaning to them. So, like, let's say I had an event or an experience, and afterwards I'm like, well, that could have been better, or like, I'm not thrilled about the way this went, or I'm not thrilled about a certain aspect of it. I can literally in the present moment just assign a positive meaning to that past event, and then it feels positive to me. Like I can just soften it and just say, actually, it went pretty well. And then kind of like point out those details of it going well. Instead of focusing on what didn't go well or putting like a negative overlay on it, like oh, it didn't go as well as I would have liked, just assigning a positive meaning, like it went well, and that's what I'm deciding. And then I notice like my brain kind of jumps on board with that, which is interesting. It's like I'm like, no, I'm gonna ignore whatever happened and just say this went well and assign a positive meaning, and that's that. And then now every time I think of it, the experience, it feels positive, and now I've officially assigned a positive meaning, and like my brain just gives me positive memories of that experience just because I said that it's positive. Like I'm just saying it's positive for no reason. So I think the brain kind of like jumps on board with like whatever we're choosing or deciding. I mean, unless we don't make a choice consciously, then the brain just does what it wants, and maybe it'll say that this event was negative. But if we really take control and assign the meaning we want, and we decide, hey, this went well, even though maybe we didn't feel like it did, just making that decision, hey, it went well, and I'm gonna choose to see this in a positive light, the brain will then like show you how it was positive. Like it almost like feeds you the evidence of what you're deciding to be the case or what you're deciding to be true.